Ready!
Hey everybody, Krins here. Today we're going back to the past.
To play the shit.
No, Ghosthunter is actually pretty good for being a discount Ghostbusters game. Ghosthunter is a game developed by Sony Computer Entertainment Europe and originally released for the PlayStation 2 in 2003 for Europe and everywhere else in 2004. You play as Lazarus Jones, the newest member of Detroit PD. Funny that they would set a ghost hunting game in one of the few places that could have an outbreak of ghosts and no one would notice. Detroit. And you'll visit several others, like the swamps of the south, a half-sunken ship, and an abandoned island prison turned tourist trap. Anyway, the game opens with Lazarus investigating a disturbance at an abandoned school where several murders happened years prior. He stumbles upon a hidden laboratory, but because Lazarus can't keep his hands to himself, he unwittingly unleashes all of the ghosts that you are then tasked with recapturing. It's not all bad, though. Along with all of the malevolent ghosts, you also unleash Astral, a ghost companion that allows Lazarus to see the other ghosts. She also gets several abilities to help Lazarus out. She can flip switches, break up barriers, phase through walls, lure other ghosts to her location, and even possess other ghosts. It's kinda cool having a ghost companion. It's just too bad that she's kind of underutilized. It would have been nice to use some of her abilities more than once or twice, especially the possession ability, because it's a lot of fun to possess the guards in the prison level and take out the other ghosts. But this game is rather short, so it's kind of understandable. It only took me maybe 10 to 12 hours to complete, and I don't rush through anything. So you could easily finish it in 6 to 8 hours depending on skill level. Anyway, the majority of the game you will be playing as Lazarus hunting ghosts. I know, what a shocker. You do this by causing enough damage to the ghosts, then tossing a ghost trap to capture them. The game calls it a grenade, but it's just a trap. It can also be used to stun enemies so you can get in some free shots. Plus, if you manage to drain all of their energy while they are stunned, it will automatically capture them. Not all ghosts can be defeated this way though. Some ghosts will be invincible until you follow them back to their nest without being seen, and they fall asleep. Others you just shoot until they disappear. Still others will require you to make them materialize by getting close and attacking them when they do. There are even invisible enemies you have to use smoke to see. So there is just enough enemy variety to keep things from getting too repetitive. You also get a decent arsenal of weapons to use. You've got your basic pistol, a pulse rifle, a sniper rifle, a shotgun, a grenade launcher that can fire smoke or explosive rounds, and a Ghostbusters-esque weapon that drains the ghost's energy. This being an older game, the combat is going to be a little less refined, let's say. You have to press triangle or R1 to go into hunting mode in order to aim and shoot. Then you have to press circle if you want to start running around normally again. So it takes a little getting used to. Other than that, it controls like most modern shooters. Left stick to move and right stick to aim. Although you don't have a dodge or any way to take cover beyond just standing behind stuff. The difficulty is on the low end, but there is still enough challenge to keep things interesting. The fight against Aglin in the prison level definitely tested my patience. During the start of the fight, you have to protect Richmond, who has almost zero self-preservation, plus friendly fire. And if he dies, you start over, and this is a pretty long fight with 3 stages. The worst part about that is that every time you or Richmond die, you have to rewatch over a minute-long unskippable cutscene before you get to a skippable cutscene. Then you can start the fight again. Another part that got under my skin is when you play as the AI and the robot body. This part sucks so much. You are really slow, there are numerous enemies, and you cannot heal. The area you are navigating is confusing and easy to get lost in. It's nice that you can fight back, but it will just get you killed, because you can't aim, just fire haphazardly in front of you. So the only thing I could do to get past this is just run. I say run, but really I mean waddle. Don't worry, it's not all bad. The fight against a boy and his gator is a pretty good puzzle fight. Putting the terrible part of guarding Richmond aside, the rest of the fight with Aglin is pretty solid. Actually, guarding Richmond wouldn't have been all that bad if his AI wasn't crap. The fight in the junkyard against the poltergeist is another pretty cool fight, albeit a little clunky, because you can't move in first person. The game will occasionally give you hints on what to do, but for the most part, it just lets you figure things out on your own. Take that how you will. I personally despise hand-holding in games, so I see it as a good thing. All in all, this is a decent game. Nothing mind-blowing, but a solid choice if you're looking for something to play in between bigger releases. The story is okay. Again, not great, but serviceable. Rather dark in some places, but overall never takes itself too seriously.
Definitely ordered thin crust.
And it's got a nice surprise towards the end. Not a game you need to go out of your way to play, but definitely a better choice than some of the more recent releases. Speaking of newer releases, I would say this game would make a good candidate for a remake. Plenty of potential here. Anyway, that's what I think. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you think me a moron? Let me know in the comments. Leave a like and subscribe if you feel so inclined, and I will see you next time. Later.